Hello, and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade, and I am here to do a detailed reading for my Cancers for the month of April. I went ahead and pulled the spread instead of filming that part so that we could jump right into the reading. But as I go through each of the sections, I will talk to you about what that section is. So this is a detailed tarot oracle reading on your month of April that is based on the astrological houses and the areas that they cover. So we'll dig into each of those areas to kind of try to give you a full holistic view of what your month of April will look like. And this reading is going to be for those who have Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, or a lot of predominant Cancer in their chart. Okay. And of course, watchers are also welcome. If you have already subscribed, I want to thank all of my subscribers. This has just been such a beautiful journey so far on YouTube. And if you have not subscribed, I'd like to invite you to please go down there and click that subscribe button. Helps me to grow the community. Also helps me to better understand from the subscribers what you might like to have readings on, etc., etc. So please join the community. I'd love to have you. And so let's get into it, Cancer. So we first start with looking at kind of an overarching energy for your month of April, okay? And what you have gotten is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So the Eight of Pentacles, remember, Pentacles are going to represent sort of the kind of real world, your foundational stuff, your finances. And what we see here is that for the month of April, you are going to be focused on diligently doing your work, whatever that might be, because this is overarching. Because this is overarching, we'll see what this looks like in terms of playing out throughout the various areas of your life. But really, the Eight of Pentacles talks about working diligently on something, not necessarily moving super fast, but really like looking at everything that needs to be completed there, mastering your craft, okay? Mastering your craft, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, putting your energy and passion into the work that you're doing, taking the time to do it well. Okay, so let's see what this looks like throughout the month of April. So we're going to jump into, as I said, the various houses. So we're going to first look at your first house, which would be your house of kind of self identity, how you see yourself, how others may see you. Okay, and you've got two very strong cards, Cancer. Okay, so you've got Temperance and you've got the Hanged Man. And immediately what I'm hearing from Spirit is that this Hanged Man might be how people might perceive you. It may be also how you're sort of feeling, right? Okay, because the Hanged Man, it indicates a need for a pause, or not even a need for a pause. It represents a pause that happens. It's like a divine a divine destined pause, right? In which you are feeling a bit suspended, if you will. And you can see here that she's sort of suspended, but she's dropping her head into the light. So the good part about the Hanged Man is that there's an opportunity for you to be receiving downloads from Spirit while you're taking a pause, a bit of retreat. But you may feel like there's a bit of stagnation, like you're unable to move forward in some way, that you don't really, you feel like things are not moving forward and you're stuck in various capacities of your life, okay? But what you need to do is lean into that energy and allow Spirit to download for you what you need to know. What is it that you're pausing about? What is the information that you need that's going to help you to move forward on your journey? Okay, Cancers. And then the other thing that you've got is you've got this Temperance card, which is it's a good balancing card to have with these. These are both two major arcana, okay? The Temperance being 14, which would be 5, and then the Hanged Man being 12, which would be 12 or 3, depending on how you look at it. Okay, so the Temperance card is about balance and harmony. It's this idea of being able to balance everything in your world so that you're able to create harmony. Okay, so also people may be perceiving you as someone who is sort of chill, balanced, connected, and all of these things. While internally you may be feeling a bit stuck and feeling, but I would encourage you to lean into this idea of balance. I would also say you should look into where are you out of balance in your life right now in regards to yourself, because this is in your self house. So where are you out of balance, out of harmony? Where are you feeling disjointed? And try to balance that. So for instance, if you are, excuse me, so, for instance, if you've been spending too much time with work and not enough time with family, finding a way to balance that. All right. So, that is what I'm seeing for your first house of self. Now, let's look into your second house, which would be your income. Okay. Your income, or what it is that you value, your resources. Okay, interesting. So here we have this Eight of Pentacles repeated here. This is where it's really showing up. So this is letting me know that the bulk of this sort of energy, this needing to master your craft and move forward, is in regards to your income. Now, the other thing that this is telling me here is that it's about being entrepreneurial. And that makes sense with this is a five of materials, which is a five of pentacles in the regular tarot, but you have it reversed. Now, upright, this card is speaking to feeling like low senses of self-worth that are keeping you from your abundance. It's like you're outside of the house of abundance, and Spirit is trying to nudge you and remind you that abundance is always available to you. So when this card is reversed, it really can indicate a sense that some of you Cancers may be feeling kind of stuck, like the hanged energy, but also a sense of I don't know how else to say this, but like self-pity, sort of feeling like hopeless, feeling like there's that everything is against you in a way, it's a mindset, right? So it's a deteriorating mindset around your income and what's happening there. And so what I want to encourage you to do is to try to turn that around, okay? Really be mindful that your thought process is what creates your inner world, is what creates your outer world. So it's really important for you to pull away from the lack mindset. That's what this card can really speak of. This lack mindset of like, I'm not going to be able to achieve certain things, or having certain beliefs about what's possible for you and what's not possible, and expand your horizons around that so that you can bring more abundance in your life. Try to stay away from, if you can, steer yourself away from the woe is me mentality, and try to switch it around to say, what's possible? How can I move forward? What am I dreaming for? What am I manifesting? What do I want to bring into my life? That's what you should be focusing on in terms of your mind and in your heart and in your spirit. We all go through a period of kind of self-doubt or worry or things in regards to our health and our wellness and our financial stability. But because this materials talks about financial stability and wellness, and we're talking about your income house. So I just want you to understand that that is a part of the cycle, but the power is in your hands and in your mind, Cancer. So it's really important that you really focus your energy, whether you need to do affirmations or write some things down to say, this is what I'm manifesting. It is a very powerful, powerful tool, what it is you're thinking about and what you're bringing into your world, okay? So focus on abundance. Think about abundance. Remember that all things are possible for you. You're literally standing at the gates of abundance, okay? All right, so that is your message for your income. Now let's look into your third house, which is going to be your house of communication. Now this has to do with your environment and what you're communicating about and what you're thinking about. Interesting. Okay. So I'm feeling, Cancers, that you've got some duality going on within the month of April. You've really going to need to watch your mindset, because the swords really talks about mindset, right? It really talks about thoughts, ideas. Um, it's an air energy. So it's sort of like what is happening in your mind, okay? And the eight, this is the eight of voices. Now, the eight of voices represents the eight of swords in the traditional tarot. This is the Muse deck. And the eight of voices is, again, talking about this feeling of feeling stuck, feeling bound, believing that you don't have any choices. All right. But this is, again, it is a belief, it is a self tethering, meaning that you are tying yourself up. Okay. So I know, Cancers, that in your world, sometimes you can feel like, well, it's not me. I'm not tying myself up. But I really want you to consider what your thought process is, because this is starting to be a little bit of a theme in your reading. So the message that I want to be clear with you about is that it's a really, really important for you to shift your mindset out of things are happening to me to things that are happening for me, that the universe is making things happen for me, not to me, okay? You have the power to unbound yourself. You are loose, Cancer. So unbound yourself. So this is talking about what you're communicating and what you're thinking about in the month of April. So I'm really, really going to encourage you to shift your mindset. It is very important that you shift your mindset, okay? Because you've also got here the Two of Wands, okay? And the Two of Wands, but you have the Two of Wands reversed, okay? So both of these cards are talking about a sense of insecurity, feeling bound, the fear of taking the next step, feeling stuck. That's what this really is talking about when it is in reverse, because when it is upright, it's talking about setting a goal, making a decision, and moving toward it and opening up to the world. So you need to turn this energy around from being stuck and feeling like you can't take the action that you need, feeling worried about your abilities. But there's an opportunity for you to align better with your dreams. All right, Cancer? In the month of April, you've got to shift your mindset, because I want you to be prosperous and abundant. And the only way you can do that, you right now are stopping yourself. And I'm sorry if that's a hard message, but I feel it is imperative for me to say this to you, Cancer, so that you can shift the mindset and step into an abundant mentality, so that you can draw the things that the universe really wants to bring to you, okay? So it's really important that you do that. Now, again, like I said, everybody gets to that space, but you just don't want to stay in that space of feeling stuck, all right? So now let's move into your fourth house, which is going to be your domestic sphere. So your house of family, connection, okay? However you see your domestic sphere at this time. Obviously, this is a general reading, so just a reminder, pick up what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Wow. Okay. Well, this is where all your goodness is. This is beautiful. In your domestic sphere, you've got the Star card, which is a wish fulfilled. Okay. And it's also about sort of self-love, but I love how there's this beautiful energy of the universe and the connection with the divine, and the divine coming in and saying, there is a wish fulfilled for you within your domestic sphere, within your family unit, okay? And then on top of that, you've sort of got a double wish fulfilled, right? Because you've got the Star card, and then you've got the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is one of the most beautiful cards. You can see how joyful there is. There's like inner joy that is coming out, right? And coming back in. There's this free flow of joy and success. This talks about success. And what's beautiful about this card is that it directly follows the Eight of Pentacles. So if you are focusing on really diligently working on something, mastering your craft in some way, this Nine of Pentacles within your domestic sphere is saying this is where you have worked on something. So you may have been working within your family and trying to sort of build a good cohesive unit, or have good communication, or bring in more love, or whatever it may be to help bring success to your family unit. And this card is saying in April, you have got success within your family unit. So I really encourage you to just celebrate. This is so beautiful because the star energy, I love this in terms of it having sort of this sense of like healing and self-love and connection to the universe. All right. Beautiful, beautiful energy within your home sphere, Cancer. Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, so now let's look into your creative pursuits. Okay, so this is going to be your fifth house, and it is your house of self-expression, which also talks about creative pursuits, hobbies, your sense of play, all of that. Wow. Okay, so you've got this duality kind of happening, like this abundant energy. The Ten of Pentacles is just wonderful. It talks about community, it talks about family, it talks about love, it talks about this sort of sense of overwhelming abundance and success within the Ten of Pentacles. It's a completion of a cycle here. And we're talking about your creative pursuits, that world in which you are creating in, okay? That world in which you have a sense of play. It goes quite well with what we're seeing in your domestic sphere, is that there is a sense of connection. And star is also like about, it's almost like you're the star in your family unit, right? Like you are the shining light within your family unit. You're bringing a lot of love and goodness into that unit, and so that's really, really beautiful. But the challenge here too is that you've got the Five of Emotions, which is going to be the Five of Cups. Now, it reminds me of the other mindset that we were talking about earlier in your reading, because the only difference here is it really talks about processing loss and grief. So some of you all may have recently had a loss of some kind, maybe within the realm of your creative pursuits, or within something that you do on the side, or it could just be in general within your life. And because oftentimes if we are going through grief, or if we're experiencing some loss, this can affect how we express ourselves, right? Like how we express, because this is about self-expression, whatever that may look like. So I sort of lean on creative pursuits, but there's a lot of ways in which we express. And so it feels like there's an opportunity in April for just expressing such success and joy and happiness and community and goodness. And there's also a sense of this undercurrent of loss and grief, okay? Not seeing yourself seeing a way out, having a sense of feeling stuck, or sort of being in a pattern, feeling like you're in a pattern of losses. So many of you Cancers, what I'm getting here from this reading from Spirit is that some of you really may have gone through several setbacks, one after another, within your journey recently. And that's what's causing you to have this sort of, it's almost like a push and pull energy. Like there's a part of you that's like, you're seeing some abundance, you're seeing some joy, you're seeing some happiness, and yet you feel bogged down and stuck by a sense of, I'm really getting like sadness and numbness. Some of you may be feeling numb because maybe so many things have happened that you're at a point where you haven't been able to really fully process the loss and the grief. Okay, so I'm going to keep going in terms of seeing what's happening in your personal, your wellness, your health and wellness. But I'm really getting the sense, my Cancers, I just want to send you so much love because I feel like you're at a turning point in terms of being able to receive your abundance. The universe is ready to give you the desires of your heart, but you have to be able to heal. You have to be able to recognize what's possible for you and expand your thinking about what you're bringing into your world. And I'm just getting this from, what I'm seeing so far in the energy and what it is that spirit is saying to me, that there's really a need, my dear Cancers, for you to allow yourself to fully express the loss and the grief and the emotion so that you can get to this 10 of Pentacles, so that you can get to this sense of success, community, love. There's a sense here that you can lean on your community to help you release some of this that you may be holding. Everybody feels these feelings, so you don't have to hold them in. You can find safe people in your environment, and it sounds like you're definitely going to have that within your domestic sphere, what it is that you call home. So really lean on those people to be able to express yourself so that you can release some of that loss that you may be feeling. And I'm just sending you a great big giant hug, all of my Cancers. Now I'm going to move on to your 6th house, which is going to be your house of health and wellness. Okay. And you have, interesting. Okay. Okay. So you've got the ace. What you have is, you got, if you can see that, you've got the ace of emotions, which is the ace of cups. And you've got the ace of cups. So you've got a double ace of cups. That's crazy. But one of them is reversed. This one is reversed. So because this would be upright, okay? So you've got the ace of cups reversed and you've got the ace of cups upright, okay? So this is interesting because it's in your health and wellness space. The ace of cups is talking about new beginnings, okay? It talks about new beginnings in love, all kinds of love, but it can also talk about romantic love as well. But it really is talking about like this heart space, this opening of your heart space, right? This opening of heart-centered connection, okay? Excuse me, heart-centered connection is the ace of cups. And it talks about new connections. It talks about friendships. It can also talk about like just sort of seeds of love and hope. And it's really amazing to me here that you've got it both coming and going, if you will. You've got it upright and reversed. Now, when we look at the shadow side, which would be the reverse side, it talks about a need for more self-love, my dear Cancers. So there's like a need for more self-love, and then there's this influx of love that is coming into your world in April. So it's actually a quite beautiful combination. The message for you here is to love on yourself, my Cancers. Like just love on yourself. Love on yourself. Do that which brings your heart joy, that makes your heart sing, that lets your spirit leap for joy. Like lean into those things. If it's as simple as, I love waking up in the morning and having a cup of tea before everybody wakes up, right? If that's what it is, do that. If it's that I like to, take a walk in the afternoons, make a way to do that. If it's, I want to go to the movies and I haven't been to the movies, whatever it might be, whatever it is that makes you sing, whether it's writing, whether it's painting, whether it's dancing, even if you don't consider yourself a dancer, but you just love to dance in the shower or dance around your house, let it loose, let it go. It's really important for you to love on yourself, okay? And to open to the possibility of love because it's knocking at your door, my beautiful Cancers, okay? It's a knocking at your door. Oneness, bliss, creativity. This is what this beautiful heart-centered card is saying. And it's all about beginnings, new beginnings. Seize it, my Cancers. This is so beautiful. Just remember to love on yourself so you can turn this energy upright. Look at that. Look how beautiful she is. All right? Allow yourself to be in that energy. You are more than capable of doing that. It's open for you. And if you feel stuck, if you feel like I'm not sure, the easiest prayer is help. The easiest prayer is help, to say to the universe, to say to your divine guides, to say to your higher power, I need help on loving myself. Please guide me. And just be open to the answer and take the steps. You can do it. All right, so that is your health and wellness. And now I'm going to move on to your seventh area, which is going to be your house of one-on-one partnerships. Now, one-on-one partnerships in this context can be romantic, it can be platonic, it can be creative, it can be whatever it manifests as, okay? Wow. Okay, so got some strong energies there. You've got the ace of inspiration, which is the ace of wands. Okay, and the ace of wands in the typical tarot. Okay, and the ace of wands is really the challenge here is that you've got it reversed, right? But the Ace of Wands is talking about, again, all aces represent newness, new beginnings. This is talking about opportunities, manifesting new cycles, new dreams, creative downloads, getting downloads from spirit. So when this is reversed or in shadow side, you're blocking yourself. So this theme, it's like this theme is representing, again, it really comes down to, my beautiful Cancers, changing your mindset. You have got to open yourself to receive the downloads that spirit is trying to bring to you. In order for you to manifest, you've got to change your mindset. Now, what's beautiful is that you've got the high priestess here, and she is upright. So this is telling me that you know, my beautiful Cancers, inside of you, what you need to do to shift. The high priestess is dialed into her intuition. So you need to dial deeply into your intuition and your inner knowing, your inner guidance. They're literally right there for you, my Cancers, right there for you. Listen to your gut. Listen to the guidance that is telling you how to move forward so that you can turn this ace of inspirations upright, and so that you are manifesting the things that you want, okay? That you're not manifesting because you've got this high priestess. The thing is it can be a double-edged sword, because the power of manifestation is the power of manifestation. If you are manifesting, i.e. thinking about, constantly worrying about what it is that's not working or what you're not going to be able to do, that's what the universe hears, because the universe doesn't hear negatives. So if you say, I don't want this, then you're going to be getting that which you don't want. Okay, so you need to focus on what it is that you do want, because the universe just wants to gift you whatever it is, whatever it is. So if you're thinking, I'm not worthy, I'm not able, I'm not whatever, the universe says, oh, they want to not be able. They want to not, you know what I'm saying? So you've got to shift your mindset, because the universe is just trying to give. Okay. Tap into your intuition, Cancer. Tap into your intuition for your one-on-one partnerships. You cannot really move forward. Okay, you're really stuck a bit in terms of your manifestation, until you shift your mindset and tap deeply into your intuition. Now, again, this is a general reading, so I want you to take what resonates. Some of you may have been doing work on yourself and already be in this process of shifting your mindset. And if that is the case, keep going. You're moving in the right direction, okay? And if you are feeling incredibly stuck, it's really important that you lean into what you already know. Tap into your guides, tap into your higher power, however you identify. Okay. All right. That's what I'm seeing. Just keep going, Cancer. Keep going. So now in your eighth house, which is going to be your house of the deeper aspects, your house of transformation. Okay. We've got, okay, great. All right, so this is reminding me, this is saying, Okay, so the Knight of Voices is the Knight of Swords. This is a very swift moving energy. So universe is really saying to you, Cancer, it's time. It's time for you to shift your mindset. It's time for you to take action on what it is you need to do to bring things in. And then the Three of Pentacles is saying to you, lean on community. This talks about collective collaboration, working with others to be successful at the project, right? It also shows interim or initial or interim success, right? In terms of moving things forward. And because this is falling into your house of sort of transformation, the deeper aspects of what's going on in your world, this is telling me that Spirit is saying, keep moving. Swiftly move to what you need to do to be able to shift things around, and lean on your community to be able to help you to transform not only your mindset, which will in turn transform your actual life, what your outside life looks like. Okay, this is imperative. So this is really wonderful energy that you have with you in April, because this Knight of Voices is coming in almost like a knight in shining armor for your transformation. Okay. And right now, my beautiful Cancers, you need this energy of moving swiftly out of this stagnant place, right? Out of this place of feeling stuck or helpless in some way, shifting your mindset from a mindset of self-pity to a mindset of triumph, to a mindset of success. This energy is a quick, intelligent, heroic energy. Okay. It is speaking boldly. It is swift. Has a drive to succeed. It has strong logical thinking. Okay. So this energy is exactly what you need, my beautiful Cancers, to transform your mind, your heart, your soul, and your world. Okay, so lean into that energy of the Knight of Swords to be able to, and lean into your community. All right, so that's in your house of transformation. Yeah, this is good. This is good because it's going to help you move out of this stuck energy that I'm seeing here. And I really want you to be able to break that open. You know, it's like, I really want you to do that because there's so much goodness. There's so much abundance. It's all around. This star card in this Ten of Pentacles is just right there for you, which is beautiful. Okay, now your ninth house, which is going to be your house of adventure and higher learning. All right, now let's see what you've got in. Great. So you've got some more of this fast energy. Okay, so this can also cover travel, publishing, this is your expanding your horizons. So remember I was saying earlier, I need you to expand your horizons. And they're saying you're going to be doing that swiftly in April, okay? Now you've also got this Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can talk about conflict, but can also talk about competition. And the way I read this card in this deck in particular is that other people can help push you to success. And because you've gotten I feel like there's been a couple of community type cards, right? That is telling you to lean on like we just talked about that Three of Pentacles, lean on your community. I feel like there may be some opportunities for you within your, sort of a broadening of your horizons, whether it's a higher learning or within your travel or adventures out in the world, that you may be having some healthy competition with other people in your life. And I would say to lean into that because it's going to make you stronger and make you better. How can you've got the Three of Pentacles there, which is talking about collective collaboration and success. And in this card is depicting others sort of, like I said, sort of competing to get to, and I'm seeing this as sort of like your actual fire. Like there's fire here, but your passion, your fire, your purpose, your abundance. And so others can help push you to move forward, to move out of this place of stuckness and take action. They are moving, okay? Moving, Cancers. It's time for you to adapt that energy. Take that energy on, step into your power, and move yourself forward, okay? That's actually really great energy for you for the month of April. Okay, and then now we're going to move on to your 10th, which is going to be your house of career and occupation. That's not the word I'm looking for, but that's what's coming to mind right now. But career. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Cancer. So the other theme that is now sort of being repeated here is this sense of tapping into your intuition. Okay. You got the high priestess and you've got the priestess. So you've got the priestess twice, you've got the ace of cups twice, and you've got the eight of pentacles twice. All right. So that's letting me know kind of some themes that we're seeing here. So it's like working diligently, not on yourself, but not only on yourself, but on not only inner work, but also outer work, whatever it is you're mastering. That's your eight of pentacles. Your ace of cups is like self-love and be ready and open to receiving messages of love of all kind of heart-centered connection, right? And then you've got this priestess, which is talking about know thyself, tapping into your intuition, using your intuition to guide you. Look at this. She is like untapping into her power, her connectedness to the universe. She is able to maneuver, to shift things in her world by tapping into her third eye. Okay, so it's really important for you. Now we're talking specifically about, in this area, we're talking about your career, right? Your career and profession. And then the other high priestess was in your one-on-one partnerships. Okay, yeah, so interesting. So within your relations throughout the month of April, it's important for you to tap into your intuition. Tap into your intuition. Now, you also got the Three of Wands within this realm of your career and profession. And here you can see she has done the initial work. She's made the decision of what she's going to do to move forward, and she's waiting for her ship to come in. It is a card of initial success in the process. It is about there is a bit of waiting here, but it's not a stagnant energy. It's more of a hopeful energy of anticipation. That's the word I'm looking for, like anticipation of good things that are coming on the horizon to help you to move forward in your career. So leverage your inner knowing in terms of what it is that you're going to be manifesting and bringing into your career and profession. Okay. Lean into that which you're passionate about. Lean into that which you know. Don't doubt yourself, Cancer. I'm hearing that very clearly from Spirit. There are ways in which your mindset is affecting you deeply. And Spirit is saying there is no need for you to doubt yourself. You do not doubt yourself. You are the star, okay? You are the star, Cancer. So it's really important for you to tap into that energy, tap into your inner knowing. If you feel like you're not sure where that is, tap into Spirit, tap into the divine. Ask them to help you open your third eye to be able to clearly understand your world around you. Tap into your own internal intuition, your gut, right? Okay. This is really nice energy for your career, all right? It's just a matter of listening to yourself, listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, and anticipating all of the good and wonderful things that can come your way in regards to your career and profession in the month of April, Cancer. There's some beautiful things. So set your mind on all of the success that is coming to you. Set your mind on success. Set your mind on abundance. Set your mind on love. All right? And those will be yours. That's the law of the universe. You hear me? So I'm not like just saying that to blow smoke up you. What I'm telling you is that you are empowered. You have the power to be able to manifest love and abundance into your world. There's no need for you to feel stuck. That's what Spirit is saying. And I feel like I'm coming across kind of harsh. If I am, I'm sorry. It's my apologies. But Spirit is really talking to me very loud for you all, Cancers, to say, do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Stand in your power. Stand in your power and trust and know that they are magnetizing to you. But you've got to allow yourself to believe. To believe. Okay? All right, so that is that. Now, we're going to look into your 11th house. This is your house of networks and communities, your groups. So it could be all types of groups that you have, your spiritual groups, your work groups, your friend group, your family group, whatever it may be. Now, both of these cards have come in reverse. All right. Now, your three of materials is, again, now we've got another duality here. You've got the three of Pentacles over here, which is about community, right? Collective working together. Now, this one is reverse. Excuse me. This one is reverse, and this is in your sense of groups. Okay, so there may be a sense that you are feeling like you're having difficulty working with others, all right? Which is interesting because in order for your transformation, in your transformation area, it's important for you to kind of lean on community, lean in collective community. But in your actual networking, within your groups, you may be struggling a bit to work with others. And Spirit is telling me it's coming right back to your mindset. You're going to have to shift your perspective in terms of what that looks like. Now, take your time with it. Take your time with it. If you're in a mood, Cancer, and you are not wanting to deal with other people, don't. Okay? Set your mind where you want it to be. So when you have to work with other people, shift your perspective. And I feel like you're going to find abundance in that area of working with others, okay? What you need to be mindful of is you want to be mindful of not pushing your own agenda or being selfish in some ways while you're working with others, while you're networking with others. That's why I say to you, if you're in a mood and you're feeling like you don't want to deal with others, find another way, find another day to do it. Find a day or do something to sort of meditate, ground yourself so that when you go and deal with others, you can do it from a space of openness, of love, of connection, of being present, okay? And understand that you get to set the boundaries around that. So for instance, if you have an event that you need to go to and it's a social event, right? So you don't necessarily have to be there, but the event is 3 hours, okay? And you're like, I don't have 3 hours of being with other people. I have an hour. Go there and shine for your hour. Be your star for an hour and then pick your stuff up and take yourself home or take yourself wherever you need to go. What I'm saying is that it is within your power. And what you want to do is show up in a way so that you're receiving from all of your beautiful family, from your family community, your work community, all of that. You are meant to be there. There is goodness, success, and abundance in your groups, but you need to be mindful about how you show up. Okay, how you show up, and this is your theme throughout your reading here, is that it is important for you to be mindful of how you show up. The Knight of Wands is with reverse in the shadow side. It talks about unfocused energy. Okay, so it talks about self-sabotage. All right, it talks about kind of lashing out. Okay, can talk about sort of lashing out or being a bit cocky, if you will. So it's really important within your groups for you to be mindful of how you are showing up. And if you're not feeling grounded, find another way. Either not go to that particular group or find another time or do that. This card is not saying do not connect, because this is what your reading has also been saying, that it's important for you to do some collective collaboration. What I'm advising you to do is to be mindful of yourself, okay, and how it is that you're showing up. Set boundaries for yourself and for your community in such a way that you can have interactions with others that are prosperous, that are loving, that are balanced and harmonious, like we have here with the Temperance card, okay? This energy of feeling the Hanged Man that you have in your identity space can be coming into your interactions with others, okay? The sense of stagnation. So set your mind right, Cancer. Set your mind right and then go deal with others. And you're going to have abundance there because you've got this ace, this double ace of cups, which is talking about heart-centered connections. You can only have heart-centered connections when you're out there dealing with groups of people. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing there with your 11th house. Now let's look at your 12th house, which is going to be your house of spirituality and or the subconscious, that which is going on underneath the surface. Okay. Wow. Okay. So there's this theme here of partnership, right? Of connection, of choice. Remember that the lovers, oftentimes people see the lovers card and they say, oh, a romantic partner is coming in. That may or may not be the case depending on where it shows up. This is talking about what's going on in your subconscious, what is going on underneath the surface. And the lovers is talking about divine connection. It talks about partnership. It's divine connection outer and divine connection inner, meaning your connection to yourself, the connection between your light and your shadow, Cancer, is really, really important. That what is going on underneath the surface is a union of your divine, which may be why you're feeling a little bit crotchety on the outside, to be honest with you, okay? Is that internally you are really coming together. You're trying to find that balance, that temperance between your shadow and your light. I think that's what is happening here for you in the month of April, because you've also got this Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups energy can be a sign of apathetic energy. It's like, not looking at the one cup that you still have because the other cups have been spilled. It's a feeling of feeling left out, feeling like others are having connection and you're not involved in those connections, or you're somehow different. You're out by yourself, okay? And what the Spirit is saying to you is that in order for you to feel greater connection, you need to connect with yourself, my beautiful Cancers. There's been a message throughout this reading of self-love, okay? Self-love, tapping into your self-love, tapping into your inner knowing, diligently working on something. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so my Cancers, in the month of April, I feel like the work that you're doing that's going to bring about your abundance, your greater joy, your love within the month of April is on yourself and pulling together, doing the work to tap into your intuition, tap into the divine so that you can get the guidance you need to make yourself whole. Shift your thinking into a success abundance mindset. Step away from lack, step away from self-pity, step away from doubt, and step fully into your power and into your abundance so that you can manifest these beautiful cards over here that we have with your Star, your Nine of Pentacles, your Ten of Pentacles, your Ace of Cups, bringing in that joy, your Lover's card, okay, of connected partnership, okay, within yourself and without, okay. This is really, you've got some really, I love this reading because Spirit is giving you some really clear steps to take within April to begin to move yourself out of. They're really wanting you to take action, to move forward in your transformation, to connect collectively with others, to love on yourself so that you can be open to receiving the love that is coming into you. Lean in your family, your domestic spheres. There's so much juicy love there. I love it. Okay. So allow yourself to feel it. That's just it. It's like a need for you to come out of your shell and feel it, my beautiful Cancers, internally and externally. Okay, so let's finally look at your guidance from Spirit. Look at that, wide open. And movement. Look at that. Oh, I love that for you. So Spirit is saying, this is confirmation. Spirit is saying, the possibilities for you are wide open. That's what that card is saying, okay? It says you are free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in all the bounty of endless life possibilities. Okay, she's leaning into the universe. She's leaning into that. And then there's this beautiful butterfly of transformation coming right in for her, right in. And you've got 42, which is a number here, which is actually equals 6, which kind of brings me back to the lovers within the Akarna, this connectedness, this balancing of your light and your shadow, okay? It says that all manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. It is the signal that you are able to truly manifest your dreams and that your goals are in sight. Don't remain small, Cancers, and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe and put your limitations and beyond your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches. Speak up and speak out. The road is wide open for you. If that's not like, this is really like the cherry on the top of this reading, because it's exactly what it is that I've been feeling throughout this reading and that is showing up. Do not allow yourself to be stuck. Do not play small, my beautiful Cancers. You have a lot to bring forward. And then look at this. This is like moving your whole world, forward. One step at a time. This says you are in a time of positive forward motion. Let's go, Cancer. Let's go, okay? You are in a path of positive movement forward. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery, okay? You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Do it, okay? You can't remain stagnant anymore. You're going to feel compelled to go forward. And you'll see your dreams take form and doors that were previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't a time for fear. Let it go and move forward, Cancer. Let's go. You hear me? Yes. That is what this is saying. So Spirit is saying, although some of you have been feeling in this place of feeling stuck, you may have had a sense of self-pity, a woe is me mentality. Spirit is saying, let's go, beautiful beloved. You have it within you. The power is within you. Opportunities are going to be opening for you. It's about you making movement forward. Do something today that is in the direction of your dreams. Even if it's one action, you don't have to do it all at one time. You can work diligently, like this card is saying, to master yourself, your craft, your life. All right? Oh, my beautiful Cancers, I'm wishing you the best April. I just want you to love on yourself and go forth and be prosperous. Thank you so much for joining the Abundant Joy Tarot channel. I ask you to please click that subscribe button down there. I'd love to have you as a part of the community. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful April. Step into that abundant mindset. All right, Cancers. See you next time. Bye-bye.